yo, we play this game so that we can become better and better and better in time, right? So it was reported. Now, I'm not saying that this is something that we can just say, well, it's the end of the world. No, 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 no. But it was reported that Lyle Collins is not ready for week 4. He's not on track to be ready. Now, I will say this. It could be something else that's going on. Can anybody disagree? It could be something else that's going on. But nevertheless, we need that brother out there. So it better be something else. Think about it. He got his bag. He got his coins. He got his paper. He got everything that he should got, right? And he got it before Dak Prescott, who haven't missed a game, who always been there ready, lock loaded to play, not out of shape. So we're going to have to figure this thing out, Cowboy Nation, one way or another. Now, I do know that this is a complete team concept. News out there already. We're hearing that my dog, Amari Cooper, reached out to C.D. Lamb and said, hey, let's stay focused. Let's stay rooted. But by the way, you do have 100 yards, last game. So I love that camaraderie. I love that when these guys work together, play together on the same page with one another. That goes a long way. It is. And this is a pivotal moment, a pivotal game for my dog, Rain Dakota Prescott. Why? Why? Because this could be a moment where he can match up good game after good game. Yes, he started off a little slow last week, but he still put up 450 yards. North of that, if you add the actual, running attempts, dare I say. So there's multiple things that we can look at, Cowboy Nation. I'm still optimistic about this team, but I just really, really, really thinking that on the offensive line, the front five, if we were really on page and everybody was ready to play, PLAY, that we wouldn't have to be worrying about these small little things, right? You guys get what I'm saying, right? So what I'm trying to say is this right here. Lyle Collins, get it right, brother. Get it right. Hopefully it's just a setback with the hip situation and he was in a car wreck, and 9 times out of 10 when you are in a car wreck, other things can show its ugly head and say, hey, I'm here, and sometimes that's how bang bang collisions are. You may not feel it the first 2 days because that adrenaline still through your body, and then down the course of time you realize, oh man, this stuff really hurting. But what I'm saying predates that car wreck situation. He was out of shape before that time frame. So now that you were out of shape and you get into a car wreck, that just pushes everything back. It does. I just wish that this team can just understand that self-inflicted wounds are killing us sometimes. It is. We just have to figure this thing out, Cowboy Nation. But I will say this as well. The defense crying. Some players, not all of the players, saying, hey, we would like a simplistic defense instead of thinking out there. I would say you don't get that luxury. You would rather go through your growing pains and your warts now. Because if it's easy for you to pick up, it will be easy for the offense to pick up right down the line. So go through your warts. Go through all of your trials and tribulations now. It's just like working out. Go get that extra rep in now. Go run that extra lap now. Go do that extra push-up now. Because when it's time for that name to be called and you battle tested, you are already there. You're already ready for war. Now I know this is just a game, not war. But technically speaking, the opposing team is out there saying, okay, give me all of the hardest things that you can give me. Because I want to be the best, and I don't want nobody to pick this up on a whim. I don't want nobody to be able to say to themselves, hey, I got it. I understand it. I don't want that. I want the best out there, and you should go out there and plead and beg, steal, or whatever you got to do for the best. You should want the best. You should say, hey, it's challenging. Yes. I'm stretching my mind. I'm doing a lot of thinking, but dog it, we won the last game. Or I got better and I was quicker to my punch on this particular play. I ran through the A gap on this play because I have a fraction of a tenth of a fraction faster now because I picked this stuff up. That's the mindset that you got to have. Look, a lot of times people would want easy things, right? And a lot of times that easy stuff, it's easy to get that easy stuff. But when it's time for you to get that hard stuff, oh my goodness, it's hard to keep up with that. Why, Lord? Why? Because, like I said in my previous video, that diamonds, man, it's rare. It's a rarity, right? Gold, rarity. This is not everywhere, not in abundance. But where are they made? Triple darkness, pressure, plenty of times, right? The good stuff, you're going to have to fight to get it. And I know that these guys understand it. And hey, we would like to get the cheap stuff. You know, a bag of chips can fill you up for a quick minute, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes. But you don't never really technically get the satisfactions, or you don't never get the full fulfillment that you really want from a bag of chips. That's the easy stuff. That's just for taste. We talking about substance. So even though Mike Nolan defense is not a household defense, but I will say this, with the nuance that they will throw in, will throw a wrinkle. And if you can learn it now, and then down the line when you need it, whoo, it would matter more. Right? Right? So don't look for the easy stuff. Don't look for the low-hanging fruit. Fight for it. Go out there, Cowboy Nation. And I'm not saying what Jalen Smith is saying is bad. I'm not saying that. And maybe he is right, 1,000% right. I'm not out there on the field. Maybe he's saying that, hey, it's too much to do about nothing. Not enough substance in all of the crazy stuff that's going on. Maybe that's his mindset. Maybe that's his thought track. Maybe he can share that amongst his contemporaries. But in life, it takes you going down the hard way. Hey, I know people say, hey, work smart, not hard. But 9 times out of 10, that grinder, that person that's not afraid to roll up his sleeves, he wins. Cowboy Nation, I want to know your thoughts. I want to know how you guys feel about La'el Collins, about the simplicity of the offense or the defense, I meant to say. Is that where you want to go? Oh, and also Rain Dakota Prescott. Should we look for him to, have a consistent game back-to-back? And this will be against a plus 500 team. I know it's still early in the season, but you guys get my drift, right? And I know I can get in front of the naysayers and say, well, that defense is trash. They play on Sundays just like we do, right? That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go.